Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to want to do is unhook your inlet and outlet lines, which is fast and easy with the quick disconnects on there. After that, you're going to unscrew the bulkhead and pull that off, and then the riser tube will lift straight off out of there. And really that's about all there is to get started. Really the only things you need here is going to be a bucket, a water source, and I use a shopping tote style bag. It works really well. The water drains through it, and it holds a pretty decent amount, so it works really well. And then after that, you can set it down in the bucket and it will drain straight into the bucket. That way you don't have a mess all over the place. When the resin's kind of dry, it's fairly thick and clumpy. It doesn't separate very well, so adding some water back into it, kind of swish it around a little bit, it will definitely help on getting more of it out. You may have to repeat that process, 2 or 3 times to really get it all, but it just flushes right out really easily. It just needs a little bit of water. You definitely want to make sure you get all the resin away from the threads for the bulkhead, as well as the top of the seal, the gasket on the top, just to make sure it doesn't give you any issues later on. Make sure you rinse off the bulkhead as well, and the riser tube. You want to make sure you get all the resin away from the threads and everything on there as well. After that, you're ready to add your new resin. I already have a half a cubic yard of virgin resin already separated out from the last time. I usually just buy a cube at a time, and I only use half, so I just kind of weigh it out and put it off to the side for the next resin change. Just kind of dump it in. The funnel makes a huge difference. It's so much easier using the funnel to fill these than it is trying to do it with little scoops, or I've seen people use like cut open water bottles and all kinds of stuff, but the funnel is just the easy way to go. And then grab your garden hose. I just use a damp towel. Make sure you get, like I said, all the threads cleaned off in the top seal where the bulkhead seats, to make sure you don't have any leaks or don't have any issues with the threads lining up. Really good trick here to get the riser tube back in. You definitely need some water. If it's dry, you're never going to get that thing back in there. The resin's too thick, it's too dense, it's just not going to happen. Put some water back in the tank, and that will definitely help a little bit, but what really makes a difference is putting flowing water down through the center of the riser tube while you insert it back into the tank. You can see it doesn't want to go real well, but as soon as you put water on it, it just drops right down to the bottom. Makes your life much, much easier. Here we're just going to make sure the threads are good and clean, and get the bulkhead line back up with the riser tube and thread it back down. You want it pretty snug, but you don't want to go absolutely crazy. Make sure you can get it off the next time. It is plastic. It's really good, thick quality plastic, but you don't want to put a wrench on it or anything like that. If you like watching detailing videos and you want some more tips and tricks and some reviews, go ahead and like and subscribe on the channel. It helps us grow, it helps us in the algorithm, and that way you'll get notified as well for the next time we put out a video. I believe Spot Free actually recommends running like 5 gallons or so of water through to get a 0.0 TDS reading, but it generally never takes that long. It's really quick. We'll just let this sit outside to dry, and then once it's all dry, we'll go ahead and throw it in a trash bag, wrap it up, and throw it in a trash receptacle.